We've already had a lot of musical events in West Tennessee during the early days of December. This Saturday night, one of the region's best-known choral groups will be singing in Jackson. West Tennessee Today News Director Steve Beverly is here to tell us about it. Thanks for being here.
Good to be here, Madeline.
So tell us about the David Johnson Chorus, for anyone who has not heard of them.
David Johnson Chorus is one of the premier groups in all of West Tennessee. They're from Dresden, but they consist of adults who sing from all over West Tennessee. There's some that drive weekly for practice all the way from Jackson. They come from Milan, all the surrounding towns, and it's a marvelous, marvelous blend. It's a group, now this is way before your time, but one of the great choruses of all time were the Fred Waring singers back in the 40s, 50s, really on up until the 70s. And then you had people like Ray Conniff and even Lawrence Welk, of all things, that had marvelous choruses that would come around and sing just a lot of middle-of-the-road tunes, as well as particularly the Christmas season. And so they are in that vein. And when you hear them, you would think this is a major New York chorus that comes to town. They are really, really good.
What kind of music do they perform?
Well, they do a lot of Broadway show tunes. They will do occasionally might do what would be considered to be a pop song. They'll do songs that come from Disney movies. They do a lot of those. But at this time of the year, obviously, they do a tour of Christmas music. And so that's what's coming up in the concert they're going to be doing this weekend.
They're going to be in concert Saturday night at Aldersgate United Methodist Church. What kind of music will people hear? They do a combination of secular and Christian Christmas music. Some of it is really in the opening portion of it. You hear a lot more of the secular type tunes, and then they will sing medleys of the familiar carols. And when you come away from that, let's just say the concert runs about maybe an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, and you come away feeling like it has just flown by because it's a fast-moving, fast-paced event. What about the singers themselves? Where are they from and how are they recruited?
Well, David Johnson himself was actually a choral director for many years, and then they came up with the idea of doing this David Johnson chorus because he is just so well known and beloved in the Dresden area, and so that's how it started. And so as I mentioned earlier, there's some from Jackson, there's some from Milan, from Paris, right there in Dresden where they do their rehearsals. And so what happens, they really open the door for anyone. You got to go and audition, obviously, and you got to have the kind of voice that will blend in. The biggest thing, you got to make the commitment to make the practices because you have to stay in constant rehearsal mode to be as good as they are. Mm-hmm.
Tell us the time and admission charge on Saturday night.
It is going to be at 7 o'clock Saturday night. There is no admission charge. I do suggest that you try to get there early because the place does fill up for this. It has been for the last 3 years. But they do take up a love offering at the intermission break. So come really and just prepared to enjoy one of the best nights of music that you could possibly have. It is so much fun.
Well, thanks for telling us more.
You bet.
Remember, when news breaks out, we break in at West Tennessee Today on Facebook. I'm Madeline Fleming. Enjoy the rest of your day.